Hey everybody, it's Julie from A Beautiful Horizon, and today I went everywhere. I went to Trader Joe's. I was gonna go to Aldi today, but I had some errands I had to run that were closer to Trader Joe's, so that's where I went. And I don't think it was the ideal shopping trip, but I only went 28 cents over, so I'm gonna call it good. We had to go to Home Depot first and grab something there, and then I had to run to my post office because issues, but they're resolved. And then I went to Trader Joe's and I didn't have my list. And the funny thing is, I keep my list on my phone, but I had typed in some things that I needed on my computer and it didn't sync with my phone properly. So luckily I got everything I needed, but it kind of tripped me up for a minute and I actually had to stop somewhere on my way home and grab a couple more things. But overall, I only went 28 cents over, and I even got a couple things that I wasn't planning to get. So wasn't exactly perfect, but it works. And now keep in mind, I get a produce bag once a week with produce in it that is local, so that's not in this haul. And I also tend to buy things in bulk, so I might show some of those things, and I use those regularly. So some of the stuff that's in here, there's just staples that I needed, but I also have stuff in reserve that's like probably the majority of what we're gonna be eating this week. Organic celery. Some organic carrots. I got apples, and these are smaller apples, so I'm thinking that they will last longer as opposed to getting fewer apples that are bigger, you know what I mean? So these are the Gala apples, and they're the organic ones. But yeah, I'm thinking that the smaller ones, they can still have one apple, but it's just smaller and there's more of them, so they should last longer. I actually didn't mean to get turkey bacon, but that's fine. I'm down with turkey bacon. My husband prefers regular, but that's what we got today. Rolled oats. I prefer to buy this in bulk because it's a great deal, but I haven't ordered from Azure Standard in a while. I'll leave my playlist for Azure Standard up there and you can check it out. I usually get it from there in like a huge 50-pound bag, but I didn't have any of that out, and so I'll probably be placing an order next month, but for now, just got a little bit. Got some maple syrup, and this was $4.99, and I think at Aldi it's like $6.49 or something like that, so it's actually, if I'm getting my numbers right, which I think I am, I think it's cheaper at Trader Joe's than Aldi. Bananas! I actually got a few more, but we ate them on the way home in the car. Like I said, we had to go several places, so it wasn't ideal, so we had a snack on the way home. Got 2 dozen organic eggs. I think I want to start getting them local with my local produce bag. We'll see, I need to make that call and get it switched. Cocoa powder. I also usually get this in bulk from Azure Standard, but I haven't ordered from them since like September, so. Unexpected items. So, I'm going to tell you in a minute why I'm not buying this ever again. Surprise, surprise. Never said that about chocolate before. But, okay, so these, they had, luckily they had lots of samples while we were there, since we went at kind of a bad time as far as that being like lunch hour. But they had these pita bites with tabbouleh, and my kids like that, and so they're like, please buy the crackers. And I don't think I'm not gonna go out of my way to buy them again. I would actually like to make some crackers. The crackers go so quick that it's kind of like time consuming to make them, and then they're gone so fast, you know, so I prefer to make bread rather than crackers just because they last longer. But anyways, these are at least tasty, and we snacked on these on the way home. And then they had some toasted bread with avocado, and then this everything but the bagel sesame seasoning blend, which I've purchased before and I'm almost out of it. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna get another one because now we can have it with toast with avocado and the stuff on it. My kids really liked it. So I'm like, hey, you know, I'm all about that. And then this. I don't think I've ever said I'm not buying a chocolate bar again. But for one thing, it has caramel, or it has corn syrup in the caramel, which I'm not a fan of corn syrup generally speaking, but also the chocolate is really thin around the caramel. So basically there was just caramel everywhere. And this is not very like kid friendly when you're trying to like have a little chocolate snack on the way home. It didn't work. I like caramel in chocolate, but it has to be like kind of like a little bit of caramel and like thick chocolate, so it like stays where it's supposed to stay until it's in your mouth, you know what I mean? So it was kind of a mess. So I don't suggest getting the dark chocolate bar caramel with black sea salt. Even though it was tasty, won't be getting this again. So a little tip for you there. And then halfway home, I remembered, or actually when I got in the car, I remembered I needed cream cheese and I bought the cheapest one because I was really trying to stay under $50. So normally I would like to get organic, but I didn't. And I got laundry detergent because I was completely out of laundry detergent. And so I got these. I had to stop at another store to get these. But I wound up getting everything that was on my list without having my list with me. So I'm gonna call that a good day. And that's all I got. That is all I got, folks. So I think I'm gonna insert here a few things that I made this week from scratch and maybe show you some of the things that I buy in bulk and I just kind of eat off of, you know, over time and then replace them in bulk. And let me know, what do you think? Do you buy things in bulk or do you buy them little by little and stock up that way? I'd love to hear from you. So I just wanted to show you a little OOTD. So we got the sweater. Oh, check out them high tops, right? Right? I bought them when I was on vacation because I didn't bring any closed-toed shoes. And I was like, am I cool enough to pull off these high top shoes? And my mom was like, yes. Yes, you are. So I bought them. And that's my story. Okay, here we go. Let's see some bulk stuff. So here we have 50 pounds. Sorry, the lighting is really bad. We have 50 pounds of wheat here. And I go back and forth between being gluten-free and not. I think once I use this up, I'm going to start using gluten-free flour blend that I make myself. And then we have black beans back here. We have this jasmine rice. And then these are sunflower seeds, which I'm going to start using to make waffles with arrowroot powder. And then we have one more thing back here. I can't remember what it is. One second. And then we also have brown rice flour and white rice flour, which is to be used for making that gluten-free flour blend that I talk about. I'll leave in the description box a link to my favorite gluten-free flour blend that's pretty cheap to make compared to buying it already pre-mixed. So I just got this. I ordered this last month. It's some organic. It stands for Sugar Cane Natural Sucanat. And, oh, it says right there, sugar cane natural. And so it's dehydrated whole cane sugar. It just hasn't been like, it hasn't had all the molasses like taken out to make it like the white sugar. And so it's 25 pounds of this. I like to buy this actually from Amazon. I can leave the link in the description box if you want to see that. So that's just like a natural sugar that I use instead of white sugar. Bought this from Azure Standard a few months ago. It's organic olive oil in a gallon size. Yes. So I also have sweet rice flour and tapioca flour, and these are the other ingredients needed, along with xanthan gum to make that gluten-free flour mix. All right, pardon the messy pantry, but this is a 5-gallon pail of coconut oil, and it's the one that doesn't taste like coconut. It's like refined, but still organic, and so it just doesn't taste like coconut, so you can use it for like cooking or like frying things or baking or whatever, and it won't have that coconut taste because my husband does not like the taste of coconut. And then I have some barley, and then also sometimes I get a honey in the 5-pound pail, which I haven't done, or 5-gallon pail. I haven't done that for a while, so I'm gonna be wanting to do that soon because we love honey, and I love that it's so much cheaper to buy it in a 5-gallon pail than it is to buy it by the quart. It's like so much more expensive. So we get that raw, local, and cheaper when we buy it in bulk. And sometimes, like, I've split it with my mom before. If you can find somebody to split with you, then you don't have to make that huge investment up front by yourself. One other thing that I bought in bulk for the first time this year was a quarter of a cow. So this was raised near me on pasture without any herbicides or pesticides or anything like that, eating grass and living a good life. And now he's in my freezer. So that's something that I bought in bulk this year for the first time, and I was pretty happy to be able to do that from a local rancher. Another thing I order in bulk is spices, and my little son is holding this one up. That's 1 pound. This is 4 ounces, so I get these from Azure Standard, or Amazon has Frontier. Years ago, I bought Redmond real salt in a 25-pound bag, and it was so much cheaper than buying the little amounts from the health food store. And this is all I have left, but that was like, I think 3 years ago, something like that, that I bought that bag. And then I also get these nuts. These are pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds. This is some of the sunflower seeds that I have from that other bag. And I get these from Azure Standard as well. And then I also have some chia seeds. And I have coconut flakes. I got a huge bag of coconut flakes. And now I'm down to just this. And then these two canisters here also fill with coconut flakes, which you can use to make coconut milk, and then you can make lots of different stuff with that. Then I also have flax seeds here that I bought in bulk as well. One other thing that I sometimes have in this freezer is whole chickens. Sometimes I'll buy just whole chickens and then I will bake them or cut them out and freeze them myself into portions, and that saves a lot versus buying the different parts of chickens that are packaged together. A couple other things that I like to buy in bulk sometimes are mushrooms, because I feel like mushrooms go bad so fast in the fridge. I never go through like the whole thing of mushrooms in time. Also black olives, and then canned pumpkin, and sometimes tomatoes, which I don't know if I have any here right now, but sometimes tomatoes. I like to buy big flat of those from a big box store. So like I said, I also get oatmeal sometimes. Anything that we eat a lot of, I look around and see if I can buy it in bulk at a discount. So hopefully that'll help you just kind of think about that idea of what do I buy a lot of all the time. I'm constantly buying it over and over again, and maybe try buying it in bulk. And I also buy like cashews normally. I've been buying half and half for our coffee because I haven't bought the raw cashews to make my cashew milk lately, but that's one of my favorite things, and it just saves our family money over time. So let me know, what are some things that you buy in bulk to help you save money, or do you like to buy like small quantities of items on sale and get stock up on those? Let me know. Everybody, so I went to Whole Foods with a gift card and bought 4 different kinds of chocolate protein powder, and they're all plant-based, and I thought I would do a taste test for you guys. And so I commented about this on my Instagram, and a few of you were like, yeah, or maybe it was on here that we were like, yeah, either way. So I took each one and I put water and ice and banana in with it, and my conclusion is I don't really love any of them. I think my least, like the one that I like the most, I guess, was Sun Warrior. Vega had a really strong taste, and aftertaste, you know, like fakey sweet kind of weird taste that like trying to hide all the healthy stuff. And then this one mostly tasted like greens, and I wasn't really surprised actually by their greens powder on a regular basis, but none of these were super like, oh yeah, there we go. So I think what I'll be doing is just putting them in with maybe some breakfast oatmeal. I'm gonna freeze all of the different types in ice cubes, and so that way I won't waste it, because I just made like 5 different shakes, because one of them is 2 servings. So for now, I'm thinking I won't be buying a huge container of any of these different kinds. But I might try some different flavors and different like bars or something like that possibly, or just stick with the regular protein packed food that I eat. Thanks for watching. I'm so glad that you were here with me for this video. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. Like this video if you like saving money, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.